Yeah, it's going down, man. It's Donnie Houston Podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. We got a special guest today, man. I just mentioned him a couple episodes, man, with Dougie D when I was saying, this guy's bringing a lot of that 90s, 2000, you know what I'm saying, Houston independent CEO energy, you know what I'm saying, that street CEO energy back to the streets, man, back to the music scene, you know what I'm saying. And I got a man here today, man, representing Mo City. Big Pup, what's going down, man?
What's happening, man? It's a pleasure to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to have you, man. What's going down?
Man, we just grinding right now, bro. It's grind. That's it's a beautiful thing, though. You know what I'm saying? To be doing it independently, legally first. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And then independently, man. So we just moving right now, man.
Yeah. But you got some projects on the way, though, man. Let's talk about what you got. You know what I'm saying? You got some stuff coming up, man.
Yeah, man. We got a lot, man. We got C Green project coming, Famished. Big Fast project, Meal Prep. We got Dougie D project. It's her name right now, but it's on the way. We got K Reno new project on the way. We got Ronetta Spencer on the way. Ronnie Spencer on the way. My nigga G Child, his project coming. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, we got a Dope Busy project coming. So it's just grind, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what it is, man. So, man, tell me, I mean, like, you got a lot going on right now, but how do you even get to this place, man? Tell me, like, how you start out, you know what I mean, being from Mo City, right, Ridgemont, right?
Yeah. Ridgemont, P.U.D Park. Man, I started out in P.U.D, you know what I'm saying? Like, listening to, watching, not just listening, no, watching the OGs, the street military, Lil Flea, Zero, you know what I'm saying? Just seeing guys in my hood that was rappers, you know what I'm saying?
Is Roe like, I'm trying to just get a demographic idea. So is Roe like years older than you, or are you watching them like that from a younger perspective, or y'all growing up more around the same time?
I hung around older people though, you know what I'm saying? But Roe and my brother was closer to age, and I was always coattailing my brother at the time, you know what I'm saying? But Roe probably like, about 5-6 years older than me, you know what I'm saying? So in them ages, I'm probably almost a teenager, about to be a teenager, you know what I'm saying? And them niggas
they moving around.
Yeah. They past teenagers almost, you know what I'm saying? So it was, but they were influences, you know what I'm saying? They were influences. They was people I seen, admired, looked up to, because they were doing more positive, you know what I'm saying? Like, all around me, everybody was selling drugs, you know what I'm saying? But it was more,
we do music,
rapping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, niggas was rapping, and that was cool, because I was a fan of rap, you know what I'm saying? I was a fan of music. You know, my pops was a guitarist, so it was there. Shit, I didn't really think I would be the one doing it, you know what I'm saying, at the time. But yeah, man, that's where it come from. It was just, seeing these people, these inspirational people, it made me want to rap. You know what I'm saying?
So are you when did you kind of start putting your hand into it? Like, shit, let me start writing me some raps.
Man, I was writing raps in high school, bro. But
at the Ridge?
At the Ridge, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, man, it's a whole lot of really Ridge that been through here, man.
Man, it's a lot of talent out of there, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it go way back. Thurman Thomas went to the Ridge. You know what I'm saying? So it go back. But yeah, man, at the Ridge, and I was quiet though, so niggas didn't really knew I was rapping. I wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? I was rapping, but man, I did my first song, and actually I did a feature with somebody, and Roe heard it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, then he came by the highs, he heard it. He's like, man, I heard that song you did with old boy, you got it? I was like, yeah. And he came, I let him hear it. He said, rap it. He wanted to actually see if that was me rapping that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So I did it, man, and he was like, well, you got something, you know what I'm saying?
At this time, what's you and Rose's relationship? Is he still somebody you more admire from afar? Y'all like kind of kick it in and y'all running together type shit?
At that time, my brother was doing he was out there, you know what I'm saying?
Brothers in the streets,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and Ro was focused. So, at that time, that's when it became a musical Like I think it was more like I'm gonna keep my eye on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, see if he actually gonna move
Serious
forward
about
with
this
it. Yeah,
thing,
if I'm
yeah.
serious with it. So
Yeah.
it was that, man, and we kind of lost contact a little bit because Roe it was in his grind time. You know what I'm saying? It was the time he was really grinding to get the way he trying to be. So it wasn't that he was less focused on me, but he was more
He had
focused
his
on
own
him.
career
You
that
know what
he
I'm
had to,
saying?
yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure,
So
for sure. And this is when he probably going on that run, that straight profit and,
yeah,
and all that.
that's exactly when it
Yeah,
was. Straight profit, presidential.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
KMJ, all that,
KMJ.
yeah.
I actually got with him when he got with KMJ. Shout out Eugene Brooks, man. Like CEO of KMJ. He when Roe got with KMJ, he started Ridgemont Records. And it was me and a chick named Misdemeanor, I think. She was on the Life album too, actually. You know what I'm saying? So he brought me over there.
I remember Ridgemont Records, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was Roe label. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Ridgemont Records. And I had done a song with him before then, though. You know, because when he heard me, he ended up putting me on. He took me to Presidential, and he put me on a song. I think it's called. Hell, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like After the Rain or something like that. It's a chick named Betty Sterling singing on the hook. Final Curtain Call is what it was. It's on the SUC Representative album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we did that, and then I didn't run into him until the KMJ time. You know what I'm saying? We live back in, and then he put me on the Life record. You know what I'm saying? So that record is probably one of my biggest features probably to this day.
Yeah, that Life was a classic, man.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't know it was me. You know what I'm saying? Like to this day, people still didn't know it was me on the middle verse of that. You know what I'm saying? But I still tell them, man, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Just for believing in me or even having enough belief in me to put me on your record. You know what I'm saying? I did like 3 or 4 of them with them at that time. You know what I'm saying? But it was it was a good time. You know what I'm saying, for me, because I was inspired by them and I was working with them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, around that time.
And that's a hell of a work ethic to just see. You know what I mean? To be around.
Yeah, man. You can't not work around. You know what I'm saying? Around, because he breathed that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he breathes music. You know what I'm saying? And back then it was just song after song after song after song. You know what I mean? Like it was just a grind. You know what I'm saying? It's a grind for sure.
Okay, so when do you after that? I mean, when do you start to kind of get into your own thing? When you break away from that?
I think around the time Roe went to jail. When he went to jail, I wrote him, and I was telling him, because I think I had did the Hawk record while he was locked up. I did the record with Hawk and Kiki, and I was telling him about what I had been doing. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Till you touch down. You know what I mean? And he was like, the one thing that stuck out to me, he was like, man, don't wait for me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, don't wait for me. And I was like, nah, nigga, you my nigga, I'm gonna wait for you. You know what I'm saying? But I felt what he was saying like a little while later, like, don't just stand
Don't get caught
still.
up in.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't stand still, keep moving. So it was like, then once he got out, he was moving. You know what I'm saying? Cause the song he got, the I Hate You song.
I Hate You, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I was actually on that record.
No shit.
It was like 6 people on that record.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about this then. Let's talk about this.
Yeah. It was a lot of people on that record.
Okay,
man.
so were you there in the initial session when Mike D was making the beat and all that too? That's all y'all got on there?
Yeah. Like we was at Mike Dean house. Man, I probably recorded about 10 songs at Mike Dean house when Roe got with Rap A Lot. You know what I'm saying? It was me, Raw D, Showtime was on the record too. Showtime, and a lot of people got cut. You know what I'm saying? Because they verses wasn't really there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got cut. But then the last time I talked to Roe before he actually went in jail, he was like, he told me, he was like, everybody's verse got cut except yours. And I was like, shit, that's cool. But by the time he went back to jail, Jay decided to use that record as his single. and who the hell am I? You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you hear the song, the melody part plays right after the rap part again, cause it was verses after that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like when I heard the record, I was like, cause I didn't see my name on there. You know what I mean? So I heard the record, I was like, damn, they took me out. But it was a business move. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay didn't know who
Yeah,
I
I'm
was.
still over here tripping that I Hate You Bitch was a posse cut. You know what I'm
It was, man.
saying?
It was. It was cause bro, we was just doing records. You know what I'm saying? And I think before Dougie might have mentioned the original Gorilla Mob. Uh, one night we was at Mike Dean High's, probably all of us. I think it was a guy named Rod, the other Trey. He went by T Ray. Uh, Rizzle OD, he was there. I was there, and two more guys that was a part of the original. So we did songs like all night. You know what I'm saying? Like we would be Mike Dean would have like black. He'd be so sleepy. You know what I'm saying? Like he got bags and shit on his eyes. Like, but he been in there working all day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was that.
Damn, that's crazy.
It
Is
was
it any
that.
more records like that you was on that kind of just?
Man, we did so many records. I hadn't heard none of them since then. Like
Hmm.
since we did them, and I don't know what happened to them. You know what I'm saying? But we
And
did
these
a
was all
lot of
Mike
records.
Dean productions.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
all Mike Dean, all Mike Dean beats, man. Even the record on the first record on Life of Joseph McVeigh, Zero wrote that hook for me
Hmm.
from my album that I was gonna drop with him. You know what I'm saying? The caught up in the life of chasing though. I'm not mama's little. See that part right there was with me in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
that was gonna be my hook, but and my song. But again, it was a business move. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Jay heard the song. Like, okay, we're gonna use that. We're gonna use this, and with Roe being locked up, you know what I'm saying? Most of the decisions was made. You know what I'm saying by Jay. So I mean, but just to be a part of all that is a blessing. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's I mean
It's a
that's
blessing.
experience, man. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
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 man.
yeah.
I learned a lot through experience. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot through experience, man. But it was good times. It was crazy times. It was times I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a kid. You know what I mean? But now I get it. You know what I mean? As a businessman, as a CEO, and as an adult. Period. You know what I'm saying? I get it. So it was it was definitely. I tell people all the time, man. Like my music career was a blessing from the start because of the people I was around. You know what I'm saying? I was around legends in the making throughout my whole music career. I seen legends fuck up. I seen legends bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I fucked up. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of game give like that I absorbed. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was crazy though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Crazy time.
So talk about your decision, man, because I mean you rapping, you know what I'm saying, this whole time and all that's going down, but talk about your decision to be like, man, you know what, I'm gonna jump into this CEO thing because,
Yeah.
like I say, I think what you're doing right now is important as far as just on the foundation that the city's been built on. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
right, right, right.
it's always been the success has always come from that independent label. We always had these CEOs, you know what I'm saying? And for a while, that whole thing has kind of disappeared with
It
the internet.
disappeared.
Artists kind of taking everything on themselves and they're not really being a real head of the company. You know what
Right,
I'm
right,
saying? Really
right, right.
setting that up in the way it need to go. And you know, y'all getting the streams together. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
features and the right looks and
Right, right.
everything, man.
And with me, man, is because again I was there through the era of where people had to go to sound waves and grab their music, and then I was there when the rec shops and the presidentials and the straight profits and all those labels reigned supreme in the city. You know what I'm saying? So to see all that and then to see it fall was like, well, what did they do wrong? That was my question. You know what I'm saying? What happened? And I know a lot of things happened with the distribution side because at that time you had Selecto Hits and that was the main, distribution company everybody was going through. You know what I mean? So to see that aspect of it fall, which once your distributor falls, it's like, okay, well, how we get this music out? You know what I'm saying? Again, at that time, I'm still soaking up this streaming thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people wasn't on that, but it was something that I made important in my business. You know what I mean? But as far as CEO part go, the business side, it was more for me like I'm seeing these record labels fall, I'm seeing these companies fall, and why? But what it was business. That's what a lot of the record labels were missing, the business side. Niggas knew how to get money, but the business, the back end, the longevity part, you know what I'm saying? So it was to see that, and it's like, okay, I get it, but a lot of people didn't know publishing. A lot of people didn't know sync licenses. A lot of people didn't know how to get mechanical royalties. So I made that a priority with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to learn how to obtain all that. You know what I'm saying? And make sure not just like as a label we got it, but my artists got it too. You know what I'm saying? They understand it. Like we got to do this, and when you doing features, man, make sure it's publishing involved. Make sure the split sheet is involved. Make sure you know what I'm saying. All that part. So the next empire that's built won't fall due to the lack of.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it was I seen that. By me being there to see it, it was an experience for me. You know what I'm saying? So I made it my priority to when I do build to have that foundation straight first. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the company that I'm repping I actually own
Hmm.
before I get out here repping it so somebody else could take it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like P.U.D. Empire, P.U.D. Entertainment, P.U.D. Publishing, P.U.D. Distribution, all that's LLC. Fam Up LLC, Grind Pays is LLC. You know what I'm saying? So all my even the artists I work with, man, I want to make sure they business, they own it. You know what I'm saying? It's not just I'm not. People, they like, man, you a boss. I'm just a leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm a leader. I don't want to be a boss. I'm not trying to boss niggas around. I'm trying to help niggas obtain. You know what I'm saying? Break that generational curse. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, like that's what made me go from artist to CEO. You know what I'm saying? But I CEO'd myself first. Started my company, signed myself, and then put the my last album out. And just to see what I can do as a CEO. You know what I'm saying? And then when I seen what I could do, me not really want, like I was saying, I don't really want the spotlight. So I'm a step back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let Fats get up there and cause he hungry. I'm gonna let Green get up there cause he hungry. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I'm working with, they hungry. They driven. You know what I mean? So, and Dougie got a newfound passion for music again. You know what I'm saying? He driven. So man, here, this is what I can do. You know what I'm saying? There y'all go, man. Eat, we all can eat. Ain't no point in just having one CEO eat off everything when we all could be CEO. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's my purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about man. Talk about I mean, just how you move. You know, in the digital space right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
talk about just some of the things that's just important. I mean, we kind of give some game. I mean, not too much, but just
yeah,
just
yeah.
some of the things that because you can clearly see. You know what I mean? Like, shit, y'all getting y'all streams up. You know what I mean? Y'all getting
Right, right.
these moves together.
Well, I learned, like I say, back in like 2006 is when I first was able to put my own music online. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people wouldn't focus on streaming or digital. It was more iTunes then, go download it, but there were a lot of streaming companies too. So at that time, my thing was I had a song with a guy in Germany, and he was doing numbers and I didn't know. He called me on MySpace, like nigga on MySpace, like, man, I want to do a feature with you. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, cool.
He just found you.
Yeah,
Just
he just found me. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But he was like, they jamming you over here, but I want to do a feature with you. And I'm like, cool, we do that. I did the feature, sent it back to him, and that was that. Really didn't hear much from him. till I got start doing some digging on myself, my paperwork and stuff, and realized that this dude had a record that was approaching gold that I was featured on.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Over in Germany. So it was like, okay, bet. Let me figure this part out. And then once I did, it was more like, okay, well, now I know that I need to get on this side of what streaming is, because the streaming part is what how I found them. You know what I'm saying? He had so many plays on the song. He had so much stuff going on, and I'm like, well, I went back and did my paperwork, more paperwork on it. I did get back pay from it. You know what I'm saying? But the streaming side, that's what let me know, like, okay, this is a part of the game people not up on yet, and it's basically like links. You know what I'm saying? The streaming world is just like the web. It's a link. So I do a song with, let's say, Zero. I do a song with Bro, and we put it out. Now my name is linked to Zero. So this song Zero has out featuring this guy. Okay, well, this guy sounds pretty cool on that hoe. So let me go click. It was so easy. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to link yourself with people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Even in mixtapes, I would link myself with if it's a, I don't recommend people do this now, because you know what I'm saying, you probably gonna get sued. But back then, it was easier for me to put out a mixtape and be like, Jeezy featured on it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's on there. Like, we was in the streets pushing these though, but I threw it online, and it was like, it was an accidental discovery of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was like, "What? You got a song with Jeezy?" It's a mixtape song, but uh, it's now offline. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got
Yeah.
trying to, get sued from that. But back
At the
then,
time, the shit was working
it
though.
was
Yeah, yeah,
working.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So it was like, that's what made me realize, okay, well, now it's all connected. You know what I'm saying? So just, man, do songs with people that's grinding, and that's how you win. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I have this thing where I try to get people to understand how this business work, how this new era of music work, so that way we all can eat together instead of having to eat off my neighbor, eat off my coworkers. Is how I say it. So we got artists in the city that's local, but they got names. You know what I'm saying? Another artist in the city that's grinding, they see them grinding, but they want to charge them. Y'all in the same position almost. You know what I'm saying? So I always use this analogy. If you got a job, when you go to work, do your coworker pay you or do that corporation pay you? You know what I'm saying? You don't go to work and then ask your coworker for the money. We are all coworkers in this industry. But I apply this to the city because it's just the rule of thumb. You gonna charge them out of town niggas, period. You know what I'm saying? And out of town niggas gonna charge us, period. But in the city, we eat together. How do we do that? Business. You know what I'm saying? If we do these songs like this nigga grinding, he grinding, cool. You grinding, cool. Man, let's do these records together and do the business on it, do the paperwork. That 2,000 you charging me to do that record, we'll get that tenfold in the long run. Cause now it's a work for hire. If we doing it as a work for hire, that 2,000 is all you gonna get. But the record pop, we can make the record pop. We see 2,000 tenfold every publishing check, every distribution check. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see that tenfold. So, but the industry is designed to pay us, but it was always designed to fuck over the artist. So the artist got to have a labels mentality. You know what I'm saying? All this info, this publishing, that's the information the labels had. They ain't tell the artists that. They was getting probably 11% of their writers publishing, and the rest of the writers publishing
Going
still
to
went
the,
to the label. Also, the publisher side of the publishing, which is 100% that's gonna go to the label anyway. So yeah, man, like that's how we eat as a city. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the grind. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I'm eating now. So that's why I tell people, man, like, man, don't eat off your coworker, bro. Stop tapping your neighbor pocket. It's a corporation out here that's designed to pay you. Make them pay you. Them niggas get checks every month. Fast get checks every month. Everybody who's under P.U.D Empire get checks every month. And I don't have to come out my pocket to give them nothing. That's the grind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where it's at right now.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. That's what made me want to be CEO.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think, man? So what's okay? Let's talk. Let's talk a little bit about just some H-Town history, man. Because you're in the CEO position, man. What's been some of your favorite, I guess, CEO or just independent movements, man, to come out the city?
They come out the city, man. There was a lot of them. First and foremost, SPC. I love what they did, but it was the same era of SUC. So them two movements is always my top. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they weren't necessarily, well, you know, Screw was a CEO, but it wasn't necessarily like it was just a move. It was a movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. It was a group of niggas united together. You know what I'm saying? So I'ma always put that at the top of my list. As then the CEO part go, I always give that part to Jay. You know what I'm saying? Because like actually when I met Jay, the conversation was with him was like, man, you know, the respect and the admiration that you've given me. When I first met Jay, it was I was actually at the compound with Point Blank and Zero. We rolled up to the compound. I don't even think Ro had officially signed with him yet. You know what I'm saying? But I was at the compound. I was in the compound at the bottom where all the cars at. I'm looking at stretch Lamborghinis. You know what I'm saying? And stretch and all this shit. And then this black guy walked down, this short black guy. I ain't know what Jay looked like. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, this short black. And then that's when Blank was like, man, that's Jay Prince. I was like, that's a nigga who own all this shit. You know, I ain't no hating nigga. So when I see shit like that, I'm inspired. You know what I'm saying? I'm inspired. So when I seen that, it was like that this is the type of shit I want. You know what I'm saying? So I always give Jay that because he's a businessman. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I can respect from anybody. You know what I'm saying? And then I go down the list. I say Rec Shop, Straight Profit. You know what I'm saying? Those were big. Those were the city. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Rec Shop, Straight Profit was the city.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out Den, shout out D-Rec. You know, they was the ones who was carrying the city. You know, the first major independent record label. You know what I'm saying? That was their slogan. So yeah, man, like that's my I grew up on these people. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up watching these people mold this city into what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I give it to them all day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
All day.
That's what it is. So, man, I mean, shit, you got a lot going on, man. You got projects coming out, man. You got the camp you building, you know what I'm saying? You still got your own thing you doing.
So
What's the end goal, man?
the end goal, my end goal is to do what I just talked about, man.
Yeah.
To get this
Set
city
everybody up.
to eat together.
Yeah.
To eat together because it's not that hard to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to do. And, you know, but again, we have the mindset. See, this is Houston. This is hustle town. You know what I'm saying? This city, like, even the grind itself, like, it's hustlers everywhere. So our mentality is every man for themselves. You know what I'm saying? We don't, even when we on the block, if we hustling in groups, nigga, it's about this pocket. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mentality that we have. It's a hustler's mentality.
It's a gift and a curse, though.
Yeah, it's a gift and the curse. The thing is we learned the game, but we didn't learn the business. You know what I'm saying? That was the main thing. We learned the game. We know how to eat off this shit, but we didn't learn the business so we could eat properly off this shit. We just learned how to survive.
How to hit the lick.
Yeah, how to
Yeah.
hit the licks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I learned. As far as jumping on the road, man. My last job was 2006. I left that job. I called Dougie because I seen Dougie was on the road a lot. Like him and Showtime, they would be on the road like out the trunk selling CDs, but coming back with guap. You know what I'm saying? So I left that job, man, and I told Dougie, I say, bro, I'm trying to go eat, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Dougie, he thought I was a fat slow nigga. I wasn't gonna get out there, but he forgot that I've been a hustler all my life. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was like, man, that nigga ain't. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take it. We gonna go, but shit. Man, we got out there. I didn't have no CDs at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like only thing I did, I made some DVDs. It was a DVD called Real Nigga Street Shit. It had videos and pornos on there. You know what I'm saying? So we grinding them hoes. You know what I mean? So I had them, and then of course Dougie had music. He had his solo projects. He had the Gorilla Mars shit, the Slab shit. Um, so I would sell his CDs and give him a cut off of it. You know what I'm saying? Or I get the cut off of it or whatever. You know what I mean? But that was my first start. That first time I went out there, I made double any paycheck I had ever worked for.
Hmm.
And Dougie was tripping like, damn, this nigga out here getting it. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't finna say, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they reluctant to walk up to people and try to sell them something. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I had worked at Best Buy. All I seen people do was, you know what I'm saying, walk. I did inventory, but I seen people have to use a strategy to sell things on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. Plus, drugs sell itself. You don't have to do much advertising for that. You don't have a pitch for that. You know what I'm saying? Too much. So it was like I got out there, I was selling shit, and then when I did my own project, it was like I had to sell that project now. Cause niggas didn't know who I was. You know what I'm saying? It was like shit, I gotta sell myself. So I'm singing songs I'm on with Roe, and they like, oh yeah, I know it, man. Check me out. You know what I'm saying? And then we did that for years, bro. Then it got to the point where niggas was seeing me like, nigga, what you got new? But we was on the road though.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We was outside the city where it was love at. You know what I'm saying? They gonna pay you 10, 15 a CD easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No questions. We out the trunk. So that's that part of the grind that really just made me realize like, okay, this is a grind, but this is the hustle. Where is the business?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Where's
Yeah.
the business? Like we just hustling to pay bills.
Yeah.
The same thing
This
with
is the
working.
this is the short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the short term shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where's the end game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was my focus. And then once I stopped going on the road, I started focusing on business. And I stopped rapping, like, I ain't gonna say stop rapping, I stopped recording and just spent like 7 months researching. Like this shit I know everybody could know.
But you got to go find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's you gotta go find it. And it's at your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? Like phones back then, you can get on the web, but
It wasn't like now.
It wasn't like now.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah,
me? So
yeah.
I'm actually having to sit in front of a computer and research this shit. Like hours. All the information there, you know what I'm saying? But again, this is something we all can do. We all can be CEOs, we all can be, you know, leaders of, whatever empire you're trying to build. You know what I'm saying? We all can do that. And all we have to do is not necessarily get off our ass, because we got to do that too. But open your mind. You know what I'm saying? Stop being mentally lazy
Yeah.
and soak up some knowledge, man, because it's out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's out there. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man. Okay. So man, before we get up out of here, real quick,
Yeah.
top 5 H-Time rappers all time.
Top 5 H-Town rappers. I'm going to go with Face. I'm going to go with Roe. I'm going to go with Pokey. That was one of my favorites. I feel like I'm gonna miss somebody important, but uh, K Reno, um, and then that's 4 right there, right?
That's fine.
So I'm gonna go with finally. I'm gonna say it's so many, bro. Like it's so many I could really go with, but Face Row, K Reno,
Pokey.
Pokey. Oh, Big Steve.
Big
R.I.P.
Steve. Already.
Big Steve, yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And I can go more, but you know what I'm saying?
You say you can do what? You
I
go.
can go more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mellow. Like it was so many of them that
Who would you say who's, because you got like, because when you talk top 5, it's like, man, my favorite top 5,
Yeah.
or the top 5 who influenced me the most, or the top 5. So who would you say has been the most, or these are the 5 that you named that's the most influential on you? Or this is just you saying, man, these just who I would say my 5 if I had to.
If I had to just really rock with a top 5, them would be my top 5, and not in that particular order.
Right.
But them would be my top 5. Granted, some of those in my top 5 did influence me. You know what I'm saying? But those are my top 5 that I would rock with. You know what I'm saying? And I still feel like I left somebody off. But solidly, Face, Row, K Reno, Pokey.
Yeah.
Solid. You know what I'm saying?
That's a hard 4.
Yeah, solid. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, like I could take something from each one of those guys and apply it to today, because they spoke life. You know what I'm saying? They speak real life. They speak real situations. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they influential apples.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
What's the better Pokey album? Dope Game 2000 or Hardest Pitting Little?
The better Pokey album, I'm gonna say Dope Game. And people say Hardest Pit because
I'm a Dope Game 2000. Yeah,
I'm gonna say Dope.
Yeah.
The production on Dope Game, the quality of Dope Game, Pokey had came into his own in Dope Game. You know what I'm saying? Like the content was there. You know what I mean? Not taken away from Hardest Pit.
Hardest Pit was raw.
That was it. It was raw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was raw. It was straight raw, from the sound to the delivery. It was raw. But he was polished on Dope Game 2000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I always take Dope Game over all of them, really, because it really, I cut it for the collabo he did with Rex Shop, but it's Dope Game.
Yeah,
for
Dope
me.
Game is the
you know
one.
What I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's Dope
yeah.
Game for me, man.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, already. That's what it is, man. Big Pup, man. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Man, I appreciate you having me, man.
You got something else before we get up out here?
Man, just stay on the lookout for us, man. P.U.D. Empire. We got that Fats on the way. We got Green on the way. Dougie D on the way. Renetta Spence on the way. Ronnie Spence on the way. G-Child on the way. And hell, I got another album coming soon too. So, man, stay tuned in, bro.
Already in your social media?
I am Big Pup on Instagram. Big Pup on Facebook. I am BigPup.com. PUDEmpire.com. Yeah, man. I mean, shit. Google me if you get lost.
Already, that's what it is. Hey, check out the website too, man. DonnieHoustonWorld.com, man. Order you some merch. Got the DH logo tees in. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel if you're watching and you ain't subscribing. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's a whole lot, man. We got a whole lot more coming. You know what I'm saying? Donnie Houston Podcast, Big Pup. Hey, man, we out.